That was after, you know. So if you want to take over a government, you need an army and you need the resources. And the resources I mean here is that you first have to try. You can't take over an army of a country if it's a country, like a country. No. So you're gonna need. You can't do that with a handful of guns. You're gonna need more than just guns. Okay, and you're gonna to take over some strategic places. Sorry, let me know if this picture is pixeling or what's it called again, so that I don't just keep going. Hang on, give me a sec. So I think it's kind of like freezing or so. Sorry about that. So why do you think armed robbers, before they rob the bank, first they will go to the police station nearby and destroy it so that they can demobilize those that may be sent over? So it is similar. Number one, you have to gather intelligence. For example, now let me say this. Because, as they say, it is easier said than done. You need resources. When I say resources, a lot of it. Then you need trained people to actually carry some of these things out. You know why? No matter how much you see, for example, no matter how much you see Nigerian police and the Nigerian army as ragtag, corrupt, they are not good and all of that. But don't deceive yourself. They are trained to handle guns. A lot of you are not. Do you understand me? The reason why they cannot protect Nigeria and Nigerians is because they are not set up to protect you. They are set up to protect these criminals. So if you want to go after them, don't stop making it look like, because some of us are so good and experts in describing how things can be done. Please, let's get serious here, okay? Right? All these policemen that cannot protect you, they are not trained to protect you. They are trained to protect your oppressors. And that is why the moment you say you want to stage a protest, you begin to see some of the weapons you've never seen before with the Nigerian police. You begin to see the faces of some of them you've never really seen before. Because you're about to threaten the criminals. So they will bring them out. So what do? You need to gather your intelligence enough. One single swoop. Let me now use this Yoruba land, for example. Okay? Because you see all of these guys, you may see Ologogoro policemen on the streets. They have better trained. They have intelligence gathering officers. They have better trained police officers. They have crack teams. They just don't use them for you. Do you understand? They don't even use them until their interest is threatened. So don't deceive yourself. Don't see it as if to say you can just, Mayegun can just sit down here and begin to tell you, oh, we have this plan when I know we don't. Plan is different from the resources. But I'll give you an idea what my plan is. What my plan would be if I intend to take over the government of Yoruba land, for example. You will first start with how many, how many police stations are in the state capitals and what are their distance from the government house. Okay, what is the distance between the police stations, army barracks, to the government house, to the governor's house or governor's lodge? What is the distance? You perfect that. How many police posts, how many military are in the city? How many personnel are the military personnel in the city? How many are others? Like, you gather all of that to know who and who is in that city, so that you don't start something that you can't finish. So they meant you now kind of map all these strategic locations and the people. Then you list out the people of interest. The people of interest will be starting with the state governor, the deputy. If you can find the speaker, then you look for whoever is the military representative from Abuja in that state. What do you call them? commander, who is the police commander, who is the police commissioner, and who and who and who and who, you know. Then once you know all of that, then you go gather which of all these military barracks have weapons. Right. How many of these police barracks and military barracks have weapons? How many of these police, this police post have this communication and connection? And what is the range of their communication between the government of that state and the police commissioner? Once you manage to gather all of that, the next thing is you look for the day that all these people of interest will be available in their states. The commissioner in Ogun will be in Ogun State that day. Commissioner of police in Osun will be in Osun that day. Governor of Osun will be in Osun that day. And the team is ready. The team that will take all of them out. Here you get. And as you are taking them out, as you are taking out, before you even go for the individuals, you first go for some of these locations. Demobilized all these military posts and positions. Do you think you can use one gun or 20 guns to go and demobilize them? That's not how it's done. Here you get. If they have 100 vehicles, if they have this, you blow them up and all of that, so they can't move. And then you time yourself that all those people you are going to raid, all of the Yoruba governors, the 6 states, once you grab them, you have a collection location. Once they grab the one from Osun, the one from Ogun, the one from Lagos, the one from Kwara, the one from Ekiti, the one from once you grab all of them, you have a collection point where you will collect all of them and you will take them somewhere, a very, very secluded location, all of them. So they become the prisoner of the revolution. So around that time, you are going to wait for Nigeria to respond. Okay? You've taken some generals, you've taken some, you've taken all of them away. So then you wait for Nigeria to respond by issuing threats to us and say, what we have just done is violation of their constitution, is violation of this or that. By then, you would have mop up all of the weapons in different barracks, whether military, and mop everything up. Take account of them. And your trained guys begin to share them and get ready. So by then you have people who are going to already take over the media houses. I can go on and on and on and on, but none of this is going to happen without the real resources. Real resources. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in resources and thousands of people trained. Okay? To do this is not just about training you how to shoot gun. Some of you think it's about just shooting gun. There's so much you could do. Then when you do that, then negotiation will start. What do you want? We don't want to start bombing Southwest. If you bomb Southwest, we'll bomb Sokoto. Let it be very clear. This is no joke. If you bomb anywhere in Yoruba land, if Nigeria bomb anywhere in Yoruba land, we will bomb 5 places in Sokoto. We take over all of the aircraft in Lagos as well. All their aircraft, all their military jet and everything that is captured in Yoruba land that day, we'll take everything. If they bomb anywhere, if they send anything down to Yoruba land, we'll send 10 to the Fulani land and Hausa land. They will negotiate. So you need that resources. You need not just that, you also need trained mercenaries. Those ones that they call Ajagun Jewan Ajagunta. Their job is just one directive. We get this guys, and we secure the border. From here to here, if Nigeria cross, shoot them. Yeah, that's how you do it. Then they will begin to gather their soldiers. They begin to gather all of their stuff everywhere. The whole world will begin to see what's going on. So I'm not going to be part of those who want to take over Nigeria. I don't have any business with Nigeria, but with real resources, not just few guns. It's not about guns. Sometimes you see, say the next world war is going to be information war. It's not the war of guns and bombs. You get what I mean? And then, yeah, so, all these guys who went to Congo, took over a place, another. They killed that guy. Oh, yeah, they killed him. Unfortunately. Take a look at this. Somebody needs to know something, okay? that the criminals who are destroying Nigeria, they do not have tribe. They do not have ethnic or any religious allegiance. They are just using me and you as a meal ticket to say, is a Igbo man, is a Yoruba man, is a Fulani, is this. But when you go back to where all of them comes from, they don't give a damn about me and you. You know that? They don't give a damn about me and you. And therefore, you should never, okay, try to die in their war. When Tinubu said, when they said Tinubu want to spend the 15 trillion naira to build Coastal Road, there were those who believed that the landmark business was one of the businesses that were to go down. So the landmark one was so loud. It was so loud that you would think it's only landmark that was in that axis. There were other businesses, there were other beaches too there. They're all going to go down. But beyond all of that, even if you think it's about Igbo Yoruba nonsense that some of you Ronukus are pushing, now there are more thousands of families who are going to lose not just their houses, their lands. And a lot of them kind of believe that this whole thing is due to Tinubu and his gang coming to take their land, having lost about 300 meters. 300 meters of the land has been lost to the ocean. Nigeria should be claiming the land from the ocean. But you see the one left, they now have to redraw the plan that is now going to take over 2,000 indigenous people's homes and their lands. They will be homeless. And the real victims, or should I say, the biggest victims of Tinubu's Coastal Road, they are our Yoruba brothers and sisters and parents. So they are out there asking the government to reconsider. This is a cheating. This is not what they signed up for and all of that. But if Tinubu and his gang, they would have none of it. Well, somebody has something to say on that, on Arise News or Arise TV, which is the morning show. I'll start with that, and I'll show you the video of a few places going down again. And they said in the coming days, there will be more, and there will be more videos.
We are instituted by the Lagos State government. Recently, we had Mende, Maryland. I talked about the other areas earlier on. What people have complained about is that whilst the government says it is the buildings on the right of way, it's not done. It's done without notice in some instances. It's done without a sense of compassion for the people, as people are just, wake up one day and they lose their homes. I would like you to share your take on the demolition so far.
Recently, I had a commissioner saying 80% of houses in Lekki have no building approval. I just imagine, how can government come on TV and indict themselves? Why should people build without approval? What is the consequence for doing that? The policy is there. The law is there. When you have 80%, that means you should be expecting, even if the government doesn't do that, another government will come and say he wants to start demolishing illegal structures in Lekki. What happens? Most of the houses he's referring to are estates. The estates, the developers submit their plan. That is what we call layout for approval. And once they get that, they start selling this land and people start building. And nobody goes there to stop them. Or if they go there, whatever happens.
How can we make government more capable and away from this complicity? Because we see all this destruction that go on. Why is that government waste till people have invested their money? And you now destroy? Because look at what has been destroyed in real estate in Lagos. It's going to billions.
Yes, that was where I started from. the real civil servants will have protected himself.
Are these ones
A
fake
civil
civil
servant.
servants? These ones fake civil servants? That's how they do.
No, you see,
Is it that experienced
they are
civil
not
servants?
experienced, they are not trained.
So,
So, is that
civil service.
So that means the Lagos civil service is faulty.
It's faulty that we have it now. Because you see, I received a letter from an officer. I read the letter, I look at it. He said a civil servant that wrote this. You see, there are things you were trained.
They don't know how to write letters?
Even letters.
The Lagos civil
Somebody, an officer will write a letter as if he is the one. He is the one directing you. Whereas we were taught when we were in service to get order. The permanent officer or the commissioner or the governor had approved that you should do this. That has exonerated you. But now you see a letter, you are directed to remove this, as if he is the one saying it. That is not civil service.
So who pays for? Because it looks like, from what you're saying, the people are paying for the incompetence of the civil service. So how do we correct that wrong?
You see,
We saw people crying on TV the other day.
Yes, you see, when we were there, we used to go for training.
To change and torture, move the exchange rate from 200 to 800. If they have repaired it, if they have arrested this, we won't be where we are today. We will be greater. They don't know the way. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to do.
Nuisance lele.
Ladies and gentlemen, now they say the people of Okwaja are going to lose over 2,000 of their houses to the coastal road, and they were not captured in Tinubu's 15 trillion, nor in Devolumaye's 2.7 billion compensation. Wala mashele is what some of them are saying now. But well. Be careful of what you wish for. In picture, here are the other businesses that are now being pulled down. The Good Beach, I think, is it called Feel Good Beach or Good Beach? Something like that, right? And they said they have a staff of over 400, and more than 70% of their staff actually live on site. They live on that beach house. Now they would have to go look for somewhere else and another job. Take a look. Sorry about that. That's going to be like, make your eyes blur. I know. So those are the multi-billion naira businesses being kind of destroyed. And Tinubu, because that's what they would do. Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, they decided to set their own officers up. The officers who have been extorting money from motorists or from people, which is pretty much like their pastime, their trade. So in setting the officer up, they marked the money they were to give to him like this. And true, one of the rats chop the cheese and say cheese, like that.
Man, open this money. This one, no, this new one. Open it. No, open this other new one. This one. Turn it. Open this one. Turn it. No, let it face me. Let it face me. Let it face me. What can you see here? On top the zero. Here, come. What can you see?
Your money, sir. What can you see? You can see a mark. You know, say somebody said, no, my Egun, they did not set him up. Oh, it's because they are not delivering the normal amount. So they wanted to know what they have been doing with the money, if they have been stealing the money. Aye, Niger. And the trust issue gone. You know? Like, you do not trust the system any shishi. Like, you don't trust anybody in that. Like, even if they arrest a criminal in Nigeria will be like, maybe the guy no bribe them. Oh. The guy if he no be the main criminal. So I understand where you're coming from, okay? So it's understandable. Trust issue. Okay, you get. And I just don't know why all of us don't say we get trust issue. Okay. I'm not talking about your individual self, because if you have that one, it's the ball. When it comes to the criminals in charge of Nigeria, you know they trust anybody. You do go, they trust Nigeria police. You go, they trust Nigerian army. Like, people said that if you see armed robbers and robbing people, and they say, hey, you, stop. And you started running away. You can't see police roadblock in front. I'll keep telling you. The best thing is for you to go back to those armed robbers, okay? And give them whatever they want to take from you. And tell them, sorry. Sorry, uncle. I didn't see you properly. I didn't know it was you. Why were you running? And they say, why are you running before? I said, okay, I didn't see you. It's because you didn't speak. But when you now spoke, I was like, I just started to come back. Did you not see police ahead? Why don't you go to the police? Say, me, police, God forbid. Go to police because you just want to take my phone and collect my wallet. Because the situation is you can't trust the police. The police will rob you. Then they will rope you. Now, two things they go do you. Rob you, rope you into something that you would have to bail yourself out. That's why we don't trust them. Police, they will say. No? Well, trust is a big thing. And this time around, the Northwest governors came together and they said Tinubu has abandoned them. Tinubu has abandoned everybody because he no promise you anything in the first place. Abi?